All right, boys, welcome to something a little bit different, right? So today, or every day until I'm profitable, we're gonna be back testing, right? I'm gonna be uploading it, just uncut as fucking trades. I guess you guys can learn from how I trade too. But without further ado, let's get right into it. I recorded the first trade, and then my internet just completely gave up. But let me break it down for you real quick. So on the hourly, we're extremely bearish, right? We're holding this hourly gap. So what I wanted to see to get this low taken, right, was this gap getting inversed, right? But it's not going to be an hour until then. So I was looking for more confluence on the lower time frame. You can see that we're extremely bearish on the 3-minute. Off open, we come up, tap this 3-minute gap, close below, nice projection wick, right? On the 3-minute, we also inverse this bullish fair value gap, right? Off that candle close. So from there, I'm just looking for more confirmation that we're going to go lower, right? So I was able to enter here, right? Because obviously you're going to have to wait for candle closure on FX replay. But on something like this, I would have entered like right here, stop at wick high, and then target this low. But that was the first trade. We're up 341 off that trade, right? Not too heavy risk. Let's get into the next day. Okay, this looks like shit already. So does the 4-hour. Only obvious low that I'd want to take is this, and maybe take this high because yeah, this looks like shit. This is the only high in this hourly gap. So honestly, this is all I'm gonna be looking for. We have a new day opening gap, bro. Okay, I don't know why I have a new day opening gap, but that's fine. So let's see what we get off open. Okay, that was a really nice close, or really nice open candle. We inverse this 3-minute gap, top down to the 1-minute. Okay, we're in this 1-minute gap. If we can hold this, flip it. Okay, that's really nice short. I'm gonna enter short here, 55 cons. Stop at the body high. Okay, so that's gonna be like a little, like a 1 to 1.1 or some shit. Okay, so let's see what we're doing here. Okay, nice trade. Bang. Gonna close. Alright, there we go. Second trade. Bank. Easy. Right. Pretty obvious. We were trending bearish on the hourly for a good minute. We come up. I don't know what the fuck we're doing, to be honest. This looks like shit. But it was just the most obvious draw, right? We had these 4-hour low. It was just sitting here. Right, we're not going to make this candle come down all the way here and then just reverse up, right? It was the most obvious, or holy shit, I can't think. The most obvious draw, right? So from there, we wait for confirmation. Our confirmation was this open candle. We inverse this gap. Right from there, we're hopping out of the 1-minute to see a retrace. We got the retrace off this candle. Nice displacement down. From there, we enter short, target this low, boom, break even once we halfway through. So yeah, pretty easy trade. Next day, top on the hourly, we're chopping like a motherfucker on the 1-minute. Yo, holy, this looks terrible. That's the only high that I'm gonna be looking to target on the 4-hour. Again, nothing really. Yeah, I'm gonna want to see us continue higher, and if we don't, then I'm not gonna trade this. Okay, nice push off open. We got this 3-minute gap right here that I want to see inversed, and then possible continuation higher. Okay, nice inversion. Let's kind of see what we can get. I want to see a nice flip. There we go. Okay, I'd be willing to long this, stop at this low, or stop at this gap. A little bit far. It might be premature entry, but we'll see what we get. Let's see what we're looking like on the 3-minute. Yeah. Okay, well, I guess we'll see what we get, right? Yeah, bit of a premature entry. We got a retrace. We're probably gonna get a flip here. Yeah, that would have been, once we inverse this, it'd been an optimal entry. Unless we're gonna chop all day. Okay, I'm gonna go break. this 1 minute should hold. Okay, it's not really 1 minute. But I'm not really expecting us to go any lower. Right. Oh, I didn't set TP. Oopsies. Alright, there we go. I'm gonna trail it towards this low right here. This gap should hold. There we go. Bang. Easy. Right, reasoning behind the trade. Hop on the 4 hour. It's the only decent draw. Higher time frame, right? Decent high. Higher time frame. It's this 4 hour high and this 4 hour gap. We're not even on the 4 hour, but this 4 hour high and this 4 hour gap. We're continuing up. We inverse this. I guess we didn't, but pretty obvious trade to be honest. Holy shit, I'm like stuttering like a motherfucker. But easy trade, right? I'm not really gonna break it down. I don't really need to. It's just a backtesting session. Hop on the hourly. Okay, we're extremely bullish. We're kind of chopping around. The only thing I'm gonna be looking at is this high or this hourly gap down here. Hopefully it's a 4 hour that was unfilled. No, we already filled it. Okay, I'm just gonna expect a continuation higher, right? And if we don't get that, then I'd want to see this 4 hour or hourly gap get filled. We're kind of chopping around, so let's see what we get off open. Let's see if we have any gaps so we can inverse in the 5 minute or something. We have this 5 minute gap that was tapped into and protected. Nice tap back into it. Let's see what we do. Okay, so that's 5 minutes. So we rejected off this 5 minute gap. So let's see if we can inverse this gap that we're rejecting right here. Okay, nice rejection wick. Okay, there we go. Do I enter off displacement or do I wait? We are pretty bit away from this. See if we can get a retrace here. Let's see a flip. Okay, nice flip. I don't like that wick, but it's alright. We're just backtesting. Okay. There we go. Okay, so that should be about a 1-to-1. Reason for entry, right? Off open, we come up, tap this 5 minute gap that we rejected off of right here. We held that, we inverse this 5 minute gap, right? As well as this one. From there, we hop down to the lower time frames. You can see we get a retrace into this gap, we inverse this 1 minute. If this doesn't hit, I'm not gonna be bad. It's my setup. I'm a little bit questionable about it, right? Due to this wick, this rejection wick right here. But yeah, see, we're kind of, what are we rejecting off of? I'm not even quite fucking sure. There's no way we're rejecting off this baby ass. Okay, I guess we are. Oh, we have this 15 minute gap right here. I didn't really realize that. That's fine. If we get stopped out, that's perfectly fine. But yeah, we're gonna get ran. Okay, well this chop is insane. Yeah, I'm going to get ran on this. It's fine. Bro, make up your mind. Okay, once we take this, I'm going to go break it. There we go. Break even. That's fine. I'm not even mad. This was insanely choppy. I would have wanted to went break even way sooner than this. Usually I'll go break even pretty quickly after we should just kind of just go lower, right? I'm more of a continuation trader, so I'm just looking to straight towards the draw. So once we would have like taken this low, I would have gone break even. Okay, so no loss yet, which is good, right? Let's hop on the hourly. Had to get, oh my goodness. Had to get a little drink session real quick. We have this 4 hour gap that's unfilled up here. We're holding this bullish 4 hour gap right here. So I'm going to want to see a continuation higher. We're trending up bullish on the hourly as well. We did just tap this 1 hour gap, so I guess we'll see what we can get, but there's nothing really lower that I want to take. So I'm just going to want to see a continuation towards this gap. Probably a retrace, or we actually have a retrace into this 3 minute gap. So let's see what candle we're getting off open. Inverse. Okay, we tap this gap, inverse this. I want to see more displacement. Okay, there we go. From there, I'd be willing to long Stop below this gap. TB right here. I don't really like to enter up displacement candles, but we're kind of trying to force trades just because we're back testing. Okay, we should hold this. Okay, I'm gonna manually close here. We inverse this 1 minute. Yeah, would have gotten stopped. That's fine, and we manually closed, right? Because if we were bullish, we would want to hold this 1 minute gap. We didn't get that, so we manually closed, reducing our loss, right? It's not even about losing. It's just more about managing your risk and not crashing out. And when you have bad days, as long as you took your setup right and you manage your risk well and you manage your trade well, then props to you, right? You did nothing wrong. That's what a lot of people don't understand, is that trading, you're going to lose, right? Even if you do everything right, you're still going to lose, and that is what gets people. Because as humans, right, we're built to be like, oh yeah, I went to work, I should make money, and you think that you deserve it, but the market doesn't give shit to people at all, right? They give shit to people who consistently can do what they need to do, regardless of how hard it is, right? We've got this hourly gap down here. We've already filled this 1 hour gap right here. Most obvious draw is going to be this high, and then this 4 hour gap. Besides that, I'm not really looking for anything. I want to see this high get taken, but I guess we can see what we get. We're trending bearish right now in the 3 minute. Let's see if we can inverse this and go lower. Okay, actually we got a nice continuation up. Let's see what we get here. I want to see like a... Okay, that's nice. That's really nice, actually. Give me a retrace. Okay, really nice, really nice, really nice. I don't like taking trades like this though. No actual protection in case we retrace lower. Usually I want to have a break-even point, which I really don't have here. I guess we can say that no. Yeah, this is kind of boof. There's nothing really stopping us from going up, so I will take this though. That's a really nice. Okay, yeah, I'd be cool with taking this. Stop below this 3 minute gap. Still 1 to 1.17. So let's go ahead and enter long here. And we shouldn't come down and inverse this, and if we do, right? Okay, really nasty rejection wick. I'm gonna go break. Yeah. There we go. Right, beautiful fucking trade. Beautiful, beautiful trade. I guess I'll just break down some trades for you guys, but the reasoning behind this one, right, was we come down, we filled this 15 minute gap. Really nice fill. Usually I'd be iffy about taking a continuation like this, right, with no protection, but you can see, no protection. But you can see there's nothing stopping us, right? If you hop on the 5 minute, let's do that. That'll be there. Fuck, let's do 15 minutes. That's easier. But you can see that there's literally nothing stopping us, right? It's just chop, 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 chop all the way up to this high. This is the most obvious draw, and we've already taken both these highs, right? We inverse this gap as well. It's been inversed, but we take these highs, right? And then after we take these highs, here, let's mark down the highs. After we take these highs, you can see that we take it. We come down into this 1 minute and a really nice rejection out, right? Really nice displacement candle out. Not the biggest displacement, but really nice rejection, right? We come down, tap it. We were bearish. We flip it completely bullish, close bullish, no wick at the top. And there was nothing stopping us, so I was not really that hesitant in taking that trade, right? So beautiful trade. Let's go to next day opening. We're at all-time highs. Okay. If you're shorting all-time highs, you're a dumbass, right? Only thing you'd really want to short to is like a fucking gap like this. Oh, shit. Okay. Only thing you'd want to short to, right, is going to be a retracement. It's going to be a retracement and to continue higher. But I need to make sure absolutely positively sure that we did not take this. Bro. 630.70. Okay, we have equal lows down here, like down to the point, bro. So that'd be a really nice draw. If we can get that, that would be beautiful. I'd want to see an inverse on this since we've got two rejection wicks out of it. 1, 2, 3. Okay, we've inversed. I want to see displacement lower. Okay, we don't got it, or we don't have it. Okay, yeah. So we're gonna take all-time highs here. Oh, I guess not. The edge is insane. Oh my goodness. I know people took this long and their hearts were just shattered, bro. Okay, really nice inversion here. So let's see if we can get a retrace. Nice rejection. Do we take this? I guess we're going to take it mainly because this is backtesting. I don't really give a fuck. But I would not take this just because on shit like this, when we're getting edged like this, usually it's more of an indication that we're just going to go up, down, like just consolidate like a bitch, bro. From here, we've inversed this. I can go ahead and go break. Yeah, we're rejecting off of this 15-minute gap right here. Honestly, I just want to see us flip and go lower and take this. There we go. Nice. Entry was this candle. Stopped a little bit above. And boom. Easy short, right? Beautiful short. Nothing too special about it. Just manage your risk and don't be a bitch. Don't let your emotions get the best of you either. That's a biggest thing a lot of people struggle with, bro, is you're stopping yourself from becoming profitable. You can look up all these stupid ass videos about why am I unprofitable, how to manage psychology. Bro, it's you. You're the fucking idiot. You take responsibility. Stop being a bitch. Take responsibility for you not being able to control your emotions and be like, okay, I'm not controlling my emotions. Let me control my emotions. Let me be a fucking man and let me control my emotions, right? Simple as that. Stop looking for a fucking solution because you are the solution. All you have to do is fix what the fuck you're doing wrong, which you already know. If you're revenge trading, stop revenge trading. It's easy to say, but it's hard to do, right? Because people are just undisciplined. You just have to discipline yourself, bro. Discipline. Say if you revenge trade, you don't trade the next day. Or you lock yourself out of the account for the week, right? Just set rules in place so that you can discipline yourself for breaking your plan, right? Simple as that. Stop looking for all these stupid ass videos about psychology and oh, why am I so unprofitable, bro? You know why you're unprofitable. You're not following your plan. And if it's not, like, say you're like, you don't have a nice entry model, then there, look for an entry model. But after that, why are you unprofitable? You're not following your plan. Follow your fucking plan and you will be profitable, bro. You will lose trades. You will have a bad week. You have a bad month. Statistically, you could have a bad month or 2 bad months, but you still be profitable in the long run if your strategy is profitable, right? So just follow your fucking plan if you know it works. Simple. Sorry, I had to do that because people are just dumb as fuck. Genuinely. They're looking for all these fucking answers on why they're unprofitable and this and that. You know why you're unprofitable. Stop being a bitch. Only obvious draw is going to be this high, right? I'm not really going to look for anything lower. And if we do go lower, then I'm just going to hop out for the day. On the 5 minute, we've inversed this gap. So I want to see a higher flip. Chop, 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 chop. Yeah. Next day. Go to the hourly. All-time highs again. Equal fucking highs. Oh my goodness, give me an entry off open. Please don't take this off open. I will cry. Honestly, bro, this is the shit I would gamble on. If I had to gamble, bro, this is what I'd be gambling on. Entering right here, even though we have this big dick displacement candle down. I want those equal highs. That shit's like fucking cocaine to me, bro. Oh my goodness, we have no gaps either. This is crazy. Well, negative risk. Oh shit, it's 1-to-1 exactly. Fuck it, we ball. Give me this shit. Fuck. Yo, I don't even care. If I was trading my actual strat, I would have entered right here, but yeah. Oh my goodness. Take this high, bro. Just make me feel thought about, bro. I don't know. Just take it. Thank you. Thank you. I really appreciate it. But that would have been the entry. But after we would have went up here, I would have break because the chop was insane. Yeah, I don't do what I did. I was just messing around because I'm low-key cooked right? I'm retarded. But don't enter off of a displacement candle into a gap, because it could be a retracement just like that, right? But the entry would have been right here. We come down, tap this gap, inverse this gap from here, and want to see a long higher. Let's go to next day open. Shit. Oh my goodness. We're just going up. Bro, what is this? Alright, we got this hourly gap that's unfilled. That's the only thing I'm going to see lower. We're kind of just chopping around here. We've inversed this hourly gap here, so I would want to get this taken. Yes, you're not supposed to short at all-time highs. I don't give a fuck. This is a very obvious fucking trade, actually. Okay, if we can get displacement off open, I might short this. Okay, we tapped this 3-minute gap again. Give me an inversion higher time frame, which is going to be this gap that we haven't inversed. Okay. There. Yo, this is looking like holy edge, bro. Yeah, this is looking shit. I want to see this low get taken, but I'm not even going to enter. Yeah, bro, this is what NQ did to me yesterday. We come down, previous day low, edge like this, bro, and the complete reversal. Let's see if we can get an entry towards this high, though. Nice retrace. Give me a nice flip out of here. Alright, I'm willing to long this. Stop it, break. TP right there, bang. Alright, easy trade. That was more discretionary trading. After you've been trading for a while, you kind of just know like where market's gonna go. Since I'm a continuation trader, right, I don't look for all these fucking confluences, liquidity sweeps, breaker structure, third confluence. Like, no, bro, like, just get market experience. You'll figure out what the market wants to fucking do. It's pretty fucking obvious. And just don't be a dumbass and force a bunch of shit. But we've almost done the challenge. We've almost passed the 50K with as little risk as we could possibly fucking use. I'm barely risking anything. Usually I'll risk around 750, or I'd say like 500 on some B plus tier trades, right? Like those are like the more discretionary, like mid trades. Like the trade I just took, right? That was a discretionary trade. I'd risk about 500 to 750 on that, and then on A plus trades that I feel stupid not taking, I'll risk like 1,000 to 1,250, right? And then just get some good profit off that. Okay, well, we're at all-time highs. Again, we're continuously going higher. This was a nice rejection out of this gap. So I'm looking for nothing but longs here. Nothing but longs. Which how do we long all-time highs? You just want to see a retrace into a gap. Right? A retrace into a gap with candle closure. We got this gap down here that we've tapped into. Holy shit. Is that a news candle? No. Give me a nice... Alright, we're not gonna trade this. Wait, we might. Let's see if we get something. People underestimate my continuation discretionary ability, bro. Flip, flip. Yeah, we're not getting along, unfortunately. You know what? I will wait. There we go. I would long off this displacement and just hope and pray. No, I'm kidding. I would have gone break at this internal high. Oh wait, we actually... Oh, this is a little bit of a premature entry. I don't want to see more displacement. I don't really give a fuck, dude. This is a this is a fucking FX replay account. But let's put stop at like EQ of this gap. TP here. We're gonna get cooked. Alright, break even point. Bang. See? Literally just discretionarily trading, bro. On this though, I would have waited for a retrace like this. This would have been an optimal entry. Stop at this low, targeting this high. If I was trading like a normal fucking person, although I would never trade this late into the day. This is like what, 12:30. Yeah, but reasoning behind this, right? Obvious draw. Retrace down into this 3-minute gap, candle closure. Once we get candle closure, that's gonna be really nice. So we would have entered off this, stop at this low, which is the protected low. And then once we take this high, I would have gone break even, so we would have hit full TP. We need 300 more to, what's it called? Pass the account. So let's get that done real quick. What day is this? Wednesday. Okay. I like Wednesdays. I don't like this fucking hourly chart though. Holy shit. I want to see this high taken or this low taken. That's about it. I don't even know if we're gonna ever take this low though. See if we can get a rejection off this gap. No. Okay, so it's pretty obvious where we're going. If we can close this. Okay, nice close. We've inversed this gap. So from here, I'm gonna want to look to get a retrace. Okay, it's obvious where we're going, but we could retrace deeper. So I'm not gonna take this, right? Just because of the chance that we could retrace deeper. But that would be the wick high. There we go. But we would have gotten stop the break. Once we took this low, it would have went break even. So we'd be gotten stop the break. Next day open. There we go. Let's hope my internet doesn't crash this time mid fucking video. On the hourly. Okay, well. Shit. There's nothing. Are we gonna force a trade to get this last trade? Yes, the fuck we are. And it's going to be a retrace into a gap. Nice inversion. There we go. We're gonna long the fuck out of this and force these last few dollars. But that also means that we're risking. Yeah. Alright, I'm not gonna set a bad example. I'm not gonna take this. This is so dumb. Because you guys are gonna be like, alright, boys. Holy crap. My internet crashed once again. So let's try to finish this video for once. So going into the day, right, we're extremely bearish on the hourly. So this is going to be the obvious low that I want to get taken. We also have this hourly gap up here as well as this one. On the 4 hour, we're bearish. We have this 4 hour gap up here. So okay, that's honestly what I'm going to be targeting, is that 4 hour gap. Looking to get filled, right? On the 15-minute time frame, we are... Okay, we just tapped EQ, so if we can get a nice flip, never mind. Displacement off open was crazy. We're probably gonna take this. Holy shit! What the fuck? Alright, I just want to get another trade, and I'm looking for this. This is a beautiful fucking trade. Like, this is a beautiful possible long. But with the chop that we're getting, it's kind of mid. I might just long this. Let's just long this and reduce risk a little bit so we can finally complete this challenge. So let's reduce way more risk. Let's do 25 cons. Reasoning behind this trade. We come down, we're holding this 5 minute gap bullish, right? We inverse this 5 minute. Where we literally tapped EQ of this range. Just nicked it, bro. Look. Nick it. Hold this gap bullish, right? So I'm going to want to see us continue higher. I'm going to go break even. Or I'll go break even here. I could pull out and we could. Honestly, we're going to get a retrace off this, but it's alright. Let's trail stop. Well. Bro, where's my stop? Minus 20. There it is. Hello. Bang. Easy trade. Alright. We are done with the back testing until we pass a funded account. Right? We took a decent bit of trades. I would have passed that in like the first 3 trades. I usually risk around a band per trade. Reasoning behind this trade, beautiful fucking trade, dude. This was so obvious. It was just more iffy. We didn't really have the most beautiful entry. So I kind of just used my discretion, right? Which do not do unless you know how to trade continuations and you've been trading them for a decent while. But I used my discretion, right? After this rejection, and then we get this little bearish candle, and then we finally inverse all these gaps. Nice displacement up. I put it at the bottom of the displacement candle, right? TP1 was right here, which wasn't the best TP. Again, don't do what I just did. Follow your plan. That was more of a discretionary trade. But with that, boys, we finally finished the video. An hour and a half of trying to get the backtesting video done because we had internet connection failed twice. But let's go back and look at the P&L real quick. We lost one trade. I knew we were gonna lose it. It was like basically on purpose. But let's view session analytics. You can see that we make 300 here, and then we make 400. Yeah, nice little uptrend to pass the account. I had 2 losers. Both of these I could have avoided. I was just fucking around. But yeah, we took 11 trades. 9 were winners. 2 were losers. Both of those I could have avoided, right? So it does work, right? You just have to follow your fucking plan. I mean, an 80% win rate is pretty good, right? Even though it would have been way higher. Honestly, it should have been 100%. I was just messing around. But yeah, boys, this is gonna be the new videos every single day. Backtesting into profitability, day 1. With that, boys, have a good one. Peace out. Hope you guys got a nice trade today. If not, if you followed your plan, good job. If you didn't, do better, right? Simple as that. It's your fault if you didn't follow your plan. Nobody else's. Stop looking for these videos to figure out what you're doing wrong, because you know what you're doing wrong. Stop trying to cope. Stop being a bitch. With that, boys and girls, have a good one. Peace out. Stay tuned for more videos. Don't forget to drop a like, subscribe, and join the free Discord, right? And there I post every single day what news we have, what draws I'm looking for, what I kind of want to see before we take this high or this low, right? So I'm just dropping hella sauce, hella game in the Discord. Don't forget to drop a like, subscribe, join the Discord if you're not already in it. With that, boys, have a good one. Peace out.